how does it go? It says the thought of wickedness is sin. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a scripture, if I may be wording wrong, but to think about doing that sin, or to think about committing that act of wickedness or evil, it is sin. You've already committed that sin because you wanted to think about doing it already. So y'all already guilty, man, before y'all even do it. Y'all have already been convicted by the Most High, I'm saying. He's already got you knowing that you're about to do it. He already knows what you're going to do. He already knows that you're evil, that you want to do it. So that's why that first we brought out today. It says that so the Most High gave them over to their mind. Or did you read? Or I thought you read that, but that's in Romans 1. Yeah, but I thought you read another one, seeing that He gave them over to their own vanity or something like that. But yeah, in Romans 1 also. You know?
The one I read in Ephesians, that their mind was given over to vanity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Back to Sirach 19 and 23. There is a wickedness in the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting wisdom. And that's what y'all gonna want at the end of the day, and y'all can't receive it. You know? But y'all, like the scriptures say, y'all are wise to do evil. Y'all are very creative on how to do evil. You know, y'all are very good at pleasing y'all's own selves. I got this one. You have anything else you want to say? No, this is Isaiah 8 and 14. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken.
Right, because you wanted to you wanted to continue fulfilling that lust of wickedness. Right? You wanted to continue doing the things of this world, man. Man, there's not enough you can say to where y'all just incredibly wicked, man. We're telling you, it's our job as men of the Lord will, that we're the elect. For every brother that picks up that sword and picks up his cross, it's our job that we have an obligation to the Most High. We actually got to come out here. We do have to come out here on an accord with the Most High. We have to. The scriptures say, "Wisdom that is hoarded up, what profit has it?" You know, it's our job, and it's our end. We have an obligation to warn you of your wicked deeds. Otherwise, we got to pay the price. Otherwise, we got to get hit by But we come out here every week, man. We make it our job. Because this is our job. We make this our job. To where we got to come out here every single week, whether it be raining, sleeting, hailing, whatever kind of weather. And we tell you every week that y'all trust in lies, man. Y'all believe on lies. Yeah, y'all trust in lies and oppression, and that y'all need to turn, but y'all don't. So that's why it says that, seeing that you want to do all these things, I will give them over to a reprobate mind, man. The more, like I said, like we just got done, I asked them in Ephesians, it's saying that y'all are given. The Most High allowed it to be given over. Seeing y'all don't want to take up this word, seeing y'all don't want to hearken to His ways, okay. All right, you're gonna get the raw end of the stick, and you're gonna be given up to that flesh, that lusty mind. But you're gonna see, like I said, the brother read earlier in Jeremiah, you're gonna see whose word's gonna stand. You're gonna see who stands on that day. Are you gonna stand on that dust that you've been standing on all this time, or is the Most High gonna beat you down?
This is Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Would say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto his right things. Speak unto his smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Right, see, at an instant, man. So, and the Most High, man, He's gonna destroy y'all, man. He's gonna horribly destroy your
scripture said, triumphing on the wicked is short. No, it's the same thing. It's saying the same thing. At an instant, man. It's gonna come to an end. at the end of the day, what do you really achieve? Nothing. It's momentarily. It's temporal. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the battles that we have to go through when we come into this world. When we come out the matrix, as far as the mother's womb, we're faced with our adversary, ourselves, the flesh. And we're being taught, our own parents are enemies. Immediately, our own parents are our enemy because they're immediately teaching us lies, customs, and traditions. They have no profit.
It was like today before my son got picked up. Her dad came over to see the kids. All right, but you could tell he didn't like what I did because he was asking, ask your dad. He was saying to his son, ask your dad if he can go with me because I've been telling him no for the past few weeks. I was like, nah, if y'all want to see him, y'all can come over here. I'm not taking him over there. But I said, I looked at my son. I was like, all right, I'll let you go if you can answer me this one question. He can't talk, but I was like, who's up there? Who's up there? And he goes, and every time he goes, Awawa. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh. He goes, Awawa. But, and then I looked at the dad, and he didn't say nothing. But he didn't like the fact that my son's already trying to pick up the name already. Because he's all about Jesus and Mary today. Me and him, we've gotten into it good, man. But I got his ass every single time, man. On the scriptures, man. Both of them. Yahweh always won the debates with him, man. Always. And he lost horribly. But, you know, they like the brother said, that our own parents are enemies, man. Because they've been told, if they're lucky, they get told by a man who knows the truth. Majority of the time they don't. But they already tell them lies. Like I said, my brother was quoting from Psalms. As soon as we come out the womb, we're already being told lies. Telling us that you gotta be good so the tooth fairy can give you a tooth, like the brother out of Shabbat. He goes, it's strange how the tooth fairy deals with the Federal Reserve today, you know? Like that's what all these mystical creatures deal with the ways of society today. Dollar bills and everything. You know, football cards, whatever, man. You know, but you know, these are all lies that y'all been told, man. And your own parents don't even realize they're telling you these lies. And then when you tell them, they don't even give a shit, man. They don't, and then they try to attack us. Me and this brother, we're both witnesses to the accounts of our parents that they attack us on these things, man. When this brother was bringing me up and nourishing me in the truth when I first came into it, I lived back at my grandmother's, and one day, man, my grandmother said to stop listening, to stop watching the videos, because she knew what we were listening to. And then she told me, she goes, I don't really like you chilling with your bachas because he's brainwashing you and you're in a cult. That motherfucker said, I attacked her back. I was like, you don't know what you speak, woman. I was like, you're a slanderer. I did. I said it like, we got into an argument in the car one day. I was like, you're an old bottle, you slanderer. Like you speak lies and slanders. You know? But they tell us that. They had the audacity to tell me that this brother was trying to lie to me, man. Old ass, get your old ass out of here, man. Just croak already. You know, but they're gonna but like we're speaking on right now, man, you people who say these things, y'all gonna deal with that. Just for example, my grandparents, the Most High we already know through the prophecies that the society, Esau, he's gonna kill a bunch of these old people, man. He's just gonna let them die. They had a commercial, and my grandparents actually watched it. They had a commercial campaign for Obama. They had the Republicans rolling this old lady on a wheelchair off a cliff. And they had 3 guys in black suits, and they show you going like this, and
they're all laughing about it, right?
Yeah. They were laughing. Yeah, they were like that, pointing like.
I made a comment about it recently. I don't remember what the fuck I said, but
that's your outcome.
That's exactly what he wants to do. Those Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah.
They over there in Georgia, they plainly tell you in English, man, because it's written in different languages. But they tell you that basically that if I'm not mistaken, I believe it does. It says that, you know, the weak or the handicapped have no profit, therefore, you know, get rid of them. anything that's baggage, you're gonna get cut off. Because all you old people, Esau has to keep giving you his resources. You know, spending time, labor, caring for you. And at the end, really, he's getting sick and he's sick and tired of all these sick people. He don't care if you're old, if you're a child with cancer, nothing. He's gonna come to a point where he's gonna pull them plugs, and you're gonna go, you're gonna die.
Well, yeah, that saying, you're saying, it says that the weak shall perish, and the strong shall survive. And then what they actually say, like, the strong will survive, and it's something like, but if you can't catch up, oh well. You know?
Like in the movie Hunger Games, the last one that just barely came out, they show you that they were put back into the Hunger Games, and then they brought all the surviving Hunger Game people back into them, the ones that had won, and they had an old lady in there,
yeah.
An old woman,
yeah.
and the one that she had saved was protecting her. It was another, it was an Edomite, but he was in there, and when they were running from the fog, he was carrying her on his back. But it shows you that they don't care how old you are. They're gonna put you in. Everybody's gonna be put in that box, in that little mouse trap, that mouse maze. Everybody trying to find that piece of cheese or get out the entrance. And if not, you're gonna get put in, trapped in a wall, or you're gonna might meet a snake and get devoured. You know?
Yeah, those traps they have set up. If you fall, you're gonna fall. It ain't gonna be like. Well, that's what we tell you about the outcome of this world, man. It says that your body shall be left as the dung upon the earth. No man shall bury you. Basically, you're just gonna die, man. No one's you ain't have an honorable death. You know? And Esau's gonna have a big part in that. He's gonna be playing. He's gonna be pushing that outcome, I guess. You know, a lot of y'all gonna die, man. Like a lot of these old people, like, and if you look up, like we tell you, man, we got the Mexicans right here. We got the Negroes down there because they got the Martin Luther King Park. A lot of the people who dwell in these parks, man, are old people, man, old Negroes. You got a bunch of all these old people are gonna die, man. The scriptures tell you that there's gonna be like 2 or 3 men, 2 or 3 left in the city in that day. That's how. What do they say? Like deserted. That's how deserted these places are going to be because just like great slaughter. That great battle was going to be here, man.
This is Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, Go you after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have no pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Right, and it said old and young, like the brother just got done saying. Old and young. Same thing, and that applies right now, too. We don't, through this word, the Most High don't care if you're old or young. That woman that believed Jesus was a rainbow, she's old, but she's going to get the shit beat out of her, too. And the brother just said, like, you're on my list. The brother was like, you're on my list now. You know, but y'all. And like we always, that's a beautiful scripture that we always read because it says that all the men that go to the city and smite not the ones that had the mark upon their heads, that sigh and cry for the abominations done in the midst of them. We're in the midst of this, man. The brother made a recent video about how if this were our kingdom, we would fight. We would put away all these things, man. But we can't. It's not about that right now. It's not that time. If we could, we'd be killing all y'all. We would be slaughtering these people right now. But we gotta turn the cheek today when we see that a congregation of people, and they're all of the house of Israel. The majority of them, there may be a couple of Edomites over there, but the majority of them are the house of Israel. We gotta turn the other cheek today. We can't do nothing about it. If we did, we're gonna lose. Not saying they'll beat us, but the police will show up. We'll get thrown in jail. Then we won't be able to preach. We won't be able to stand up for Yahweh Shemel Shai. got to turn the other cheek. So that's why the Most High is saving us. Because in that day too, man, the scriptures already tell the elect that our mind, we're literally going to be opened up in our mind spiritually to be able to lay down just a list of judgments, man, from the Most High, to where we're going to be ridiculously imaginative in what we do, and we're going to have the spiritual power to do it. You know, we're going to, like I said, when Yahshua said in Luke 19, that those my enemies that
should have not me reign over them.
That should not reign over them, slay them before me. And I just got done saying slay utterly old and young. Just utterly do away with them. You know? So that's what America, you people, you 2/3, y'all got coming to you. Because y'all continue to go upon an all-wise fable. Y'all are seduced in the spirit. Y'all want to continue, man, y'all always think you're right, man. Always think you're right, and we're always wrong. Like you notice too, man, today for some reason we getting a bunch of high fives and thumbs up today.
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. Be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame.
Right, this is your shame, man, because you're always thinking you're right, man. Nobody can prove you wrong. The Most High can't even prove you wrong for some reason. That's your great shame, because you gotta live, like the brother said earlier. That bond that you made with these vows that you made about not obeying the Most High, you gotta live with it now. You gotta live with that shame, and you gotta live with it in the kingdom too, man. You're gonna have that eternal shame on you, knowing that you were wrong. You were dead on wrong. You didn't know what you didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Fucking proud, man.
Pride, yeah, pride. There's right, the one in Proverbs 16 and 18 it says that pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. You're not gonna fall, man. You better believe that. When we read Isaiah 30, how that this breach is gonna be ready to break in an instant. You're gonna fall, man.
Through pride too come all wickedness.
Right, it's the beginning of all sin.
This is Proverbs 30 and 11. There is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives. From off the earth, and the needy from among men.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, there was an explanation point on the one where it said, "Oh, lofty how their eyelids," and in the pure generation, meaning that Solomon was like, God, like damn, you know, like holy shit, like how is this possible? That's what he was saying, like, oh my God, how lofty are their eyes, man. You know, because it's a ridiculous high state of pride, man, that y'all are in, that y'all won't even turn from your wicked ways. Y'all won't even think about turning. Like they said, that they turn their shoulder, they have turned their back, they have turned their backs to them, not the face. Like y'all just don't even care no more. All right, so see, you don't want to. See, they didn't take. Oh no, it's talking about Esau. Isaiah 47, it says, seeing that they just not take these things to their heart, and you want to dwell carelessly. That it could be 2/3 too, man. You want to think like that? All right, you're gonna be dealt with. Most High is gonna kill you.
This is Psalms 57 and 1. Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart you work wickedness. You weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.